Have you ever felt lost in your daily routine? Waking up, rushing through the day, working, worrying, trying to hold everything together. Yet inside your heart you are craving one moment. Just one breath of clarity. One spark of peace. One word from God that makes the whole day worth living. Friend, you are not alone. Many people wake up feeling empty. Many people move through life without realizing there is a secret. A door that opens to strength. A mystery that can turn an ordinary morning into a divine encounter. That secret is daily prayer. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes we will open up deep truths about prayer. You will discover how daily prayer can shift your mood, heal your heart, transform your perspective, and fill your life with the light of God. Prayer is not just a ritual. It is not just words we say before sleeping or before eating. Prayer is a lifeline. Prayer is the very breath of your spirit. When you pray, you touch eternity. When you pray, you rise above confusion. When you pray, you align your life with heaven's purpose. Daily prayer is like water to a thirsty soul. Without it, the spirit dries up. With it, life begins to bloom again. And this is why the Bible says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17. Pray without ceasing. Today, I want to walk you through mysteries of daily prayer. Why it feels difficult sometimes. How you can find inspiration to pray every day. And what happens when prayer becomes your rhythm. Your heartbeat. Your way of life. Stay with me until the end. Because I will share a powerful truth that can open a whole new level of prayer for you. Let us be honest. Prayer is not always easy. Have you ever tried to pray and within seconds your mind is somewhere else? Thinking about work, thinking about what to cook, thinking about unpaid bills. Your lips are praying, but your heart is far away. Or maybe you have tried to start a prayer routine. For 2 days you are consistent. But by the 3rd day, you are tired. You oversleep. Or you forget. Slowly the fire dies. And guilt whispers, you failed again. This is the struggle many believers face. Life is full of distractions. Phones buzzing, children crying, deadlines calling, and prayer is pushed to the back seat. The truth is this: the enemy does not always attack with storms. Sometimes he attacks with busyness. Because he knows if he can steal your prayer, he can steal your peace. Think about it. The days you skip prayer, are they not the days you feel most irritated, most anxious, most disconnected from God? That is not an accident. It is a spiritual strategy. But God is merciful, and He has given us many ways to connect with Him. Not one way, many ways. Some people find inspiration in structured prayer. Like the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who is in heaven, hallowed be your name. Each line is a key. Each word is a gate. Structured prayer can train the heart. It can guide you into the presence of God when your mind feels weak. Others find life in spontaneous prayer, talking to God as if talking to a friend, pouring out raw emotions, laughing, crying, whispering, even groaning. Romans chapter 8 verse 26 says, "The Spirit intercedes for us with groans too deep for words." And some walk into God's presence through silence, sitting still, breathing deeply, listening for the gentle whisper of His Spirit. Psalm 46 verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Here is the mystery. Every form of prayer is a doorway. Whether structured, spontaneous, or silent, they all lead into the same throne room. Different gates, same King. And here is where the mystery deepens. Prayer does not only change your situation. Prayer changes you. Imagine waking up heavy, filled with worry, and you whisper just one line, "Lord, I trust you." Suddenly your mind begins to shift. Your heart becomes lighter. Hope begins to rise. That is the power of daily prayer. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18 says, "As we behold Him, we are transformed into His image." Prayer is beholding. Prayer is looking into the face of God. And every time you do, you are changed a little more. This is why people who pray daily carry an atmosphere. They walk into a room, and peace follows them. They speak, and wisdom flows. They are not ordinary. Their secret is hidden in the quiet hours of prayer. Daily prayer is not just a habit. It is a secret place. A furnace that forges strength. A river that keeps the soul alive. I remember hearing the testimony of a woman who faced deep depression. She said she could hardly smile. Her nights were filled with tears. But she began to pray every morning. At first, only 5 minutes. Then 10. Then longer. She said, prayer did not take away all her problems. But it gave her strength to rise above them. And now she carries joy again. That is the power of daily prayer. There is a mystery hidden inside daily prayer. A mystery that many overlook. Every prayer you whisper is like a seed planted in the soil of eternity. You may not see it grow immediately. But beneath the surface, unseen by human eyes, something is happening. Roots are stretching. The heavens are moving. Angels are responding. This is why Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, "Do not be weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not." Daily prayer feels small at times. It feels repetitive. But in the Spirit, every prayer is adding weight. Every prayer is building momentum. Until the day when breakthrough comes rushing like a flood. Think of Daniel. In Daniel chapter 10 he prayed and fasted for 21 days. The Bible says from the very first day that he set his heart to pray, God heard him. But the answer was delayed by spiritual resistance. The prince of Persia fought against the angel who carried Daniel's answer. Imagine if Daniel had stopped on the 3rd day, or the 5th, or the 20th. He would have missed it. Persistence in daily prayer brought the victory. Prayer is not only about changing situations. Prayer changes the one who prays. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." How does the mind renew? Through the word and through prayer. Each time you pray, your mind is washed. Your heart is strengthened. Your spirit is aligned with God. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." This is the mystery of prayer. You bring your weakness. He gives you his strength. You bring your confusion. He gives you his wisdom. You bring your fears. He gives you his peace. Psalm 37 verse 4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart." This does not mean God will give you everything you ask. It means that when you delight in him through daily prayer, he plants his desires inside you. Suddenly what you want is what he wants. Your will and his will become one. Prayer also clothes you with authority. Remember Elijah in 1 Kings chapter 17. He prayed and the heavens were shut for 3.5 years. He prayed again and the heavens gave rain. James chapter 5 verse 16 says, "The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much." That word effectual means prayer releases power. It releases force. Every time you pray, spiritual energy is released. Darkness is pushed back. Light is released. Daily prayer also creates an atmosphere around you. When Moses came down from Mount Sinai in Exodus chapter 34, his face shone with light because he had been speaking with God. He carried God's presence on his skin. When you pray daily, people can feel the atmosphere you carry. They may not know why, but they feel peace when you walk in. That is the fragrance of prayer. Jesus himself revealed another mystery in Matthew chapter 6. He said, "When you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly." Do you see the mystery? What is done in secret is seen in the open. Hidden prayer creates public power. Private devotion creates visible strength. Think of Hannah in 1 Samuel chapter 1. She prayed silently in the temple until Eli thought she was drunk. But that hidden prayer gave birth to Samuel, a prophet who changed Israel. One private prayer can release a generational blessing. The greatest mystery is this. Prayer invites the presence of God. And where his presence is, darkness cannot remain. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17 says, "Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty." That means when you pray, liberty enters your home. Liberty enters your mind. Liberty enters your atmosphere. Chains begin to fall. Fear loses grip. Depression weakens. Paul and Silas in Acts chapter 16 understood this. At midnight they prayed and sang hymns to God. And suddenly the prison shook. Doors opened. Chains fell off. Daily prayer may feel quiet, but in the spirit it is thunder. It is earthquake. It is freedom. Do you see it now? Daily prayer is not a burden. It is not just discipline. It is a mystery, a seed that grows, a shield that protects, an atmosphere that carries glory, an exchange where you trade weakness for strength. It is energy released in the Spirit. It is a key that opens the storehouse of heaven. When you understand this, prayer no longer feels like a duty. It feels like access. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 16 says, "Let us come boldly before the throne of grace that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need." Prayer is stepping boldly into the throne room of God. And this privilege is offered to you every single day. So what have we seen? Daily prayer is not a ritual. It is a dimension. It is the bridge between heaven and earth. When you pray daily, you gain clarity when others are confused. You walk in peace when others are anxious. You carry strength when others are weak. Prayer is not about perfect words. It is about presence. It is about showing up every single day and allowing God's love to wash over you. And when you do, you begin to shine with His light. You begin to walk with His strength. You begin to live with His clarity. Call to action. Now I want to hear from you. Which kind of prayer draws you closest to God? Structured prayer, spontaneous conversation, or quiet meditation? Share your answer in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else. If this message touched your heart, do not leave without clicking the like button. Subscribe for more deep spiritual insights every week. And do not stop here. Watch my next video where I will reveal how to unlock even deeper secrets of God's presence. That message could be the key that takes your spiritual life to another level. Your journey of daily prayer inspiration begins right now.